All right. Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Welcome. Welcome. Come on in. All right. Hey, everybody, come on in. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me see you in the chat if you're having a great day. If you had a great Father's Day, um, just give me a shout out and let me know that you're there and you had a good Father's Day weekend. Either you celebrating or you celebrating your father. Be great to hear from you. We're just gonna take a moment here while people are coming on in. Thank you. So good to see you all. So good to see you all. Hey, Dr. Nina, what's going on? No, no, no. How you doing? How you doing? I am so awed by the book that you just released. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. Um, you can see the website in the box here, right here below. If someone could please put that website into the chat, that would be fantastic. Make it easier for people to access the ebook while we're on here. Okay, very good, very good. And I'm gonna post it myself. All right, we're almost ready to go. It's so good to see everybody. Almost ready to go. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you for that. I am trying to share this stream across all platforms. We're in Instagram Live right now, and we are on Facebook. We are in uh, the Dr. Kwame profile. Please share this with your friends, share this on your pages so that we can get the word out this hour as we are offering my new book, The Awesome Dad Playbook, for sale for 1 hour. You can get the ebook for $2.99, and it'd be great to get this book into as many hands as possible. The book's already been out for a little while, and people have been purchasing it on Amazon. Thank you if you're watching and you're someone who already bought the book. I'm so grateful for you. This has just been an amazing experience to share some ideas with you guys about some things that I've learned from my medical practice and some things that I've learned from actually being a dad of 3 kids over the last 10 or 11 years now, practicing medicine for the last 20 years. Some things that I've learned about parenting and especially focused on fathers and what we can do to encourage dads to be more actively involved in their kids and give them some tools to really have an impact in the lives of their children. We want healthy kids, and we want them to live a long, healthy life. And, that starts with us as dads making sure that we are healthy and making sure that we're taking care of ourselves. So, the book has some great tools about things that dads can do to stay active, to take care of their health. There's some tips on things that you should know about to share with your doctor. There's some tips about ways that you can exercise, ways that you can give your mind a break to deal with stress. These are all things that make being a dad challenging and things that we have to overcome to do a great job at it. And, I'm here to encourage you. And this has just been an amazing experience. In one moment, I'm going to be sharing this on my page for my family as well. So if we could just have one more moment while people are coming in. Oh, I see some more people are coming in. Dr. Ellie, it's so good to see you. Dr. Erica, good to see you too. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us today. I'm so excited to be here, so excited to be sharing this moment with you where my book is actually being released, The Awesome Dad Playbook. I don't know if you can see it on Instagram. On Facebook, it's a little more challenging to see, but this is the book. It also is a workbook. So the workbook and the book go hand in hand so that you can actually practice these tools and put them into action. And, everybody has a dad, whether you knew your dad or you didn't know your dad, whether you're pleased with your relationship with your dad or it's been a challenge, or maybe you're a spouse of someone and you're watching the man you love parent, being a dad. Uh, there's no guidebook for this. When you have a kid and you bring that kid home, we are all kind of operating in the dark unless you find some resources that can help you with the experience. And that's just what I've tried to do here with this book. Give dads some tools to get close to their kids, to become more at one with their kids. So that's what it's all about. One second. One second. Hey, could you help me please share this onto the Kwame Foucher Facebook page, and then I can come right back to it. All right. So we're just trying to get some of the technical challenges out of the way and make sure that everybody has access to this live stream. Hey, Lamaya, it's good to see you. Dr. Terrelyn, good to see you. Fallon, hey, it's amazing to see you. I'm so proud of you and the work that you're doing, inspiring nurses, Fallon. Dr. Brooke, thank you for joining us. It is so good to see you too. Dr. Kimmy, wow. Thank you so much, and congratulations as you're on your journey in parenting. I hope that you will think high enough of this book to get a copy for your husband, and you'll share it, you'll go over it, you can work through the workbook. I have a friend of mine. A friend of mine is a pastor. He said that he's going to get the book and the workbook and circulate it in a men's group. They're going to actually do some focus groups around helping dads. And so that's exactly what this is about, getting the book into the hands of men and encouraging men. Because, that's one of the other big challenges of being a dad in particular is, that I think women maybe do a little bit better job than we do. Women are much better at talking and sharing their experiences with each other. Men, we don't do that so much. And so this book is really designed to give men a forum for dialogue, for coming together and sharing their experiences and being able to talk to one another on common ground. And if we can talk to one another on common ground and be vulnerable to each other, then maybe we can really make some great progress. And, I'm going to be very vulnerable with you. This book was born out of really trying to overcome some great challenges. And we'll get to that a little bit later on in the telecast. A little bit later on in the Q&A. Please, if you have any questions, post them in the chat, and I would love to comment and respond to them. I see over on Instagram, there's Dr. Carol Penn. Thank you so much. I'm so delighted to call you friend and colleague. Thank you for tuning in today to ask some questions. Please pick my brain. I'm here to share. That's kind of the introduction. Um, let me just kind of come back to a place where I can just say, first and foremost, thank you to all the important people who are in my life who helped me to get this book done. Let me start with Soleil, Giselle, and young Kwame, my son. Soleil, because without you, I wouldn't have been a dad. 10 years ago and some change, you came into my life and joined it and made me the most happy man on earth. Thank you, Soleil. Thank you, Giselle, for being such a wonderful, brilliant, energetic kid. Truly, the apple of my eye. I relate to this child so much. She's so wonderful and gifted, and it's an honor and a delight to be a dad, a girl dad, and also to my son Kwame, who's 4. Thank you, son, for being here and inspiring me to be better. In fact, I kind of want to open up the book and read the dedication here, because the dedication goes out to my kids. So I am in awe of and delighted by my 3 children, Soleil, Giselle, and young Kwame. You give my life purpose, and I write this because I love you like no one else. For you, I will always live to be an awesome dad. So that is really the heart and the spirit of this book. My children call me the best dad on earth. They've given me these wonderful balloons, and they've given me wonderful cards today, and I'm just so grateful for them. And that's what I want to share with you. I think if you've missed that experience, it's never too late to get back on board and try again, because you're a dad for life. The experience of being a dad doesn't end when your children get to be 18. And you know what? It doesn't even end if it's been rocky and your children tell you for some reason they don't want to be involved with you, or your children don't reach out and call you, or don't uh, celebrate you on your birthday. It's still not over. There are things that you can do to get back on board, to get back involved. And I want to encourage you to try and do it. I want to encourage you to try and do it. If there are some things that you've experienced or you've watched a man experience in your life, and you don't mind sharing it with me here in the chat, I like to talk about it. I like to talk about it. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. Let's see here. Thank you, Dr. Kimmy, for circulating the book to the men in your lives. Thank you, Dr. Regina. It's so good to see you. Let's see. Beatrice Joseph. I thought the physician says there's no cure for HSV. Okay. All right. So you're selling something else. All right. Well, good luck to you. Um, hey, Danny, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for coming on board today. Thank you, Dr. Hope, for getting your copy of the book. You can see right here in the screen here that this is where you can go to get into this 1 hour sale where you can get the book for. I mean, I'm almost giving it away because I want the book to get into the hands of as many people as possible. You can get the ebook for $2.99. You can get the ebook for $2.99, and once you have the ebook, you can come back and get the workbook from Yahoo, or I mean from Amazon. You can also get the workbook so you can read along in the ebook and work along in the workbook, and watch your progress over time, and let me know. Come and join me on Team Dad. Team Dad our Facebook group. If someone wouldn't mind, please put the Facebook group down in the chat as well. If you're reading the book and you want to talk to me, you want to ask me some questions about something, or some of the material is challenging you, or you think that something could be improved upon, please, that Facebook group is there so that we can have a dialogue and continue to grow in community. There should be events coming up in the future for men to get together. I'm coming at you from Chicago, on the south side of Chicago in the Hyde Park area. Uh, I would love to see some of the guys who I'm friends with. There's some great dads at my kids' school who we already are in good community with. We're going to try and grow that community here in Chicago. And then in Atlanta, there's a good contingent of dads down there. And I went to Morehouse College. So I'm trying to reconnect with my alumni brothers, and we're going to use some great opportunities to get together and talk about fatherhood and just really push the experience of being a man and what it means to be a dad. And you know what? You don't have to be a dad per se biologically to serve as a father or to be an awesome dad. You could be someone who's a leader in the community. You could be a leader in your church. You could be a leader on your block, and you can make a difference in the lives of children. And you can be a role model and inspiration to others. And that's what we want. That's what we want. Um, let's see, Dr. Deborah, thank you so much for buying the ebook. Thank you very much. I see DM is here with Dr. Carol. Thank you both for coming in and celebrating with me today. Dr. Kalechi, thank you so much. It means so much to have the support of friends and peers. Travis, my brother, man, I can't tell you, you're an inspiration for this book. You watching you parent. You've got an adult son. You've got a brilliant daughter who's close to my daughter's age. They've been in school together and classmates for several years. I've had the joy of connecting with you and reconnecting with you after Morehouse, and watching you, Travis, man. You're part of the reason why I wrote this book. I wish that we had more great dads out there like you. And, I hope that you'll help me to push this agenda along of strengthening men and encouraging men to be great dads, and bringing men together in community, things that you're already doing a great job of. So let me just tell you, Travis, you inspire me, and thank you so much. It's very humbling to have you here on the page today. Let's see here. Thank you, Dr. Carol, for buying the book and spreading the word. Thank you. Dr. Ken, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Mashika, oh, wow, thank you. You just bought a copy. Thank you so much. And it's really delightful to me to see so many women saying that, this is important material, and the women are buying the books. And, I'm really appreciative of that. And if the women are buying it because they see that there's value in tips and tools for parenting, that's great. And I encourage it. If the women are buying it for the men in their lives to help them to be better fathers, I appreciate that too. So if I get, well, let me continue to greet everybody. I just want everybody to know how grateful I am that you took this time out to be with us here today. Dr. Brandy, thank you. Thank you for purchasing the book. I appreciate that. Dr. Erica, oh, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you doing that. Good luck with your podcast as well. Dr. Erica is a fantastic board certified child and adolescent psychiatrist as well as adult psychiatrist, and she has a great podcast. I'd say that she's a good person to follow if you're on Facebook. Hey, Craig, cuz, thank you so much. Pastor Craig is in the building. I really appreciate you coming in, Craig. It means so much to me. You're another inspirational man. I've watched you be a parent. I've watched you celebrate your elders. I've watched you celebrate men in your church. I've watched you grow as a man and seen what kind of a great father you've been through the years. Uh, your kids are just blessed to have you as a dad, and I'm so glad to call you cousin. So glad to call you cousin. Thank you. Lamaya, thank you so much for your comments. Shonda, thank you. Thank you so much. Shonda is right here in person with me. She is trying to stay behind the scenes. I wish she wouldn't, but she's been my sister for many, many decades now. So many that we probably don't want to share, but thank you, Shonda, for being here. I couldn't do this without you. Dr. Madeline, thank you. You got a copy. Thank you so much. Dr. Kalechi, thank you for getting a copy. I appreciate you. DM, thank you for the encouragement. Hey, Janine, thank you so much for coming on board. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Janine, and I appreciate you also as someone who's come to me and entrusted your children with me as their physician. It's been a joy to watch them grow up and to watch you post about how proud you are of them, and it's just been amazing. I remember them when they were very little and you first brought them to me, and now they're adults, which is just amazing. And I can't believe I'm old enough for that to be the case. Dr. Keena, thank you for joining us. Monica, my sister. All right. Thank you. You're going to buy the paperback. Oh, well, you can get the ebook right now for $2.99, and you can get the workbook in paper. Please go on ahead and get the ebook right now, because we're trying to do something here and see if we can't get this thing to be a bestseller. Uh, All right, so I think I've had a chance to greet everybody. Oh, Dr. Regina, that is very kind. You got 5 copies as gifts for others. Awesome. Yeah, and I would encourage you, anybody who's out there, the material, it really comes from the heart. It really comes from the perspective of a physician who wants to see not just that we have something to give to the next generation and that we continue to grow in wisdom and in power as men, but that we're able to transfer that also to our children. Kristen, thank you. Thank you so much for those wonderful comments. So let me share a little bit about me and where this book comes from, in the context of also continuing to send out gratitude to everyone who's been involved, who's helped me to produce this book, this work of love. Thank you to my own father, Carlton McGee. You've been an inspiration, and I'm so glad that fatherhood is for a lifetime, because if fatherhood ended when children grow up and become adults, then I would have never had the opportunity to get to know you, my own dad, as well as I have, and to have the opportunity to hear you tell your story and to grow in appreciation for what your story was like and what challenges you had to overcome to be a single dad. And so, I grew up with, as so many people do, with a single mother, and we say that a lot. I grew up with a single mother, right? But you don't hear a lot of people talk about the other side of the the equation that there's also a single dad out there. And, dads, I've never met a dad who didn't want to be a part of his children's lives. I've never met a dad who didn't want to uh, be actively involved and have a role in the life of that child. But so many times, that can be made very difficult. And dads don't always get a chance to tell their story for one reason or the other. Uh, Either a dad uh, gives up, and I can tell you that it's challenging. It's definitely challenging to be a dad and overcome all of the things that can get in the way, especially if you are separated or not together with the child's mom. But if you don't give up, there's always hope. And even if you do give up, because it's so challenging, and I can relate to all of the things that come up that make it challenging, be it the court system if you're not with their mom, or child support is so challenging. Work stress is challenging. Taking care of our own health as men is challenging. Dealing with our own stress is challenging. How do we deal with our anger at things that are happening to us that affect our ability to be the dads that we want to be? How do we overcome those challenges and still give our children the best of us? And that's what this book is really designed to do, to give men some tools to overcome some of those challenges. And I know, because I'm a single dad, and I had the opportunity to be at home every day with my children for the 9 years that I was married. But now fatherhood is being recreated because my children are continuing to grow. But now, we're the mother and I are not together anymore. So I have to learn how to cook. I have to learn how to make time for them no matter what. I have to learn how to uh, be nurturing to them, even when I am dealing with my own stress of being a physician, of being an executive in the boardroom. I relate to that. And if you've got these challenges, don't give up. There's nothing that's more important, nothing that's more satisfying than making sure that you are actively involved in the lives of your children. My kids are at school right now. Thank goodness. Today is the last day of school here in the Chicago Public School District. And, they'll be figuring out what we're going to be figuring out what we're going to do for the summer coming out of COVID. But we had to spend a lot of time together these last couple of years, and we did school from home. My kids had to figure out how to make that work, and I had to figure out how to stay on top of their homework and stay on top of my job responsibilities at the same time. Big challenge. How to make sure that there's food in the refrigerator. So one of the biggest challenges of being a single dad is just when your kid comes to you and says, "I'm hungry." You can't always just send them to the refrigerator and expect that they're going to be able to satisfy hunger in a good way from going to the refrigerator. I got to buy healthy snacks and make sure that the things that they have access to are things that are going to keep them healthy. I got to watch how much sugar they get. Oh my goodness. How many times do I see my kids bouncing off of the walls and I have to go, "All right, guys, what's going on?" And you might get your notebook out for this. I'm going to give away a couple of pearls. When my kids are acting up, and I believe this is pretty universally true, it comes from one of only a handful of things that set them up for not behaving the way that we want to. Number one, if they're hungry. Number two, if they've had too much sugar. Number three, if they're sleepy or they're not getting enough sleep. Number four, if they are watching too much television or spending too much time in front of the TV or computer, as it were, that something about whatever they're watching on TV. And you got to be careful because kids get into everything. You got to be careful what they're taking in. But if they're watching too much TV, that'll make them act out and misbehave. And it's not because of anything necessarily that is inherently wrong with the child, but there are just circumstances that don't set them up for good behavior. So understand and recognize them, and then teach your kids to understand and recognize them too, so that your kids can be more aware of the factors that contribute to bad behavior. Because no kid really wants to be a poorly behaved child, but there are factors that set us up for not doing well. Just like as an adult, just as an adult, if we are inebriated or intoxicated, if we've been drinking or smoking, uh, your behavior isn't going to be what you want it to be all the time. Uh, but and sometimes we as an adults can't even police ourselves or regulate ourselves, and we act out of character at home, or we act out of character at work, or we go and get behind the wheel of the car when we're not in our right mind, our right state of mind. We need to learn those same things. If I've had too much to drink, I probably should be extra careful about the way that I interact with the people who I love and care about. Uh, if I'm hungry, I might be hangry. Until I get control of hangry, I'm really going to have a hard time with my own temper and my own temperament. I encourage men to learn how to fast, because fasting from time to time helps you to be able to modulate your own behavior under circumstances where you're hungry. So uh, not eating enough, eating too much sugar, or eating too much of the wrong thing, or using drugs or something like that, that will set you up for failure with behavior. Not getting enough sleep or watching too much television. Yeah, great comments in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Dr. Hope, for relating to what I'm talking about. And yeah, Travis, physical and emotional agility is necessary to meet the children's developmental needs. You must have a growth mindset as a parent. Hey, yeah, growth mindset. We can get into that as well. There's some of that in the book, or the idea or the concept of grit, the determination, the self-determination that it takes to overcome difficult circumstances and be your best self. That's part of it as well. There's some tools in the book, and I don't want to steal the thunder from the book either. But if there's some specific questions, I'm happy to go into it here. But over time, we're going to spend time um, talking about those things. If you join the Facebook group, we'll have a chance to interact over time. And just like my friend, the pastor, Aaron, said he's going to get some of these books and use them in small groups with men at his church. I think that it's a great idea for us as men to get together around these books and talk. And that's exactly what we're going to do in the Facebook group, is get together and talk about these ideas, and then spend some time getting together, supporting each other, and enriching our children. So before I go any further, there's some more people that I want to say thank you to. I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Dreyon Birch as a great coach and mentor in physician entrepreneurship. Your contributions have been invaluable. I'm so grateful to have made the acquaintance of you, and having joined the Medical Moguls and the community that I've become part of. So many friendships have been made. So many bright ideas have been encouraged from membership in the Medical Moguls. And I'm really proud to see some of the advances that my colleagues have made and peers. And so many of you are here right now, and you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the fact that we met each other through going through the Medical Mogul Academy with Dr. Dre. So, thank you guys so much, and thank you, Dr. Dre. I'd like to say thank you to Nurse Aisha Williams, Nurse Midwife Bay. She has taught me so much and supported me so much in so many ways with my kids, helping me out from time to time. Because that's the other thing about being a dad, especially if you're a single dad. You need the support of your community. You cannot do this on your own. And then in my community, there's some very special people. And Aisha Williams has been a very special person in my community. And I just thank you so much for everything that you've done to support my efforts. I'd like to thank my company, United Healthcare, for making sure that I have a place to work, and for being flexible with me as I have made the transition from being married to a single dad, that I was able to bring my work home and become a telecommuter, which is the way that I was able to take care of my kids through the pandemic as a single dad. I was able to be home with them. And, I just want to thank my managers and senior leadership at the company for giving me the opportunity to be flexible in my job role and serve the company and still serve my community, but serve my family first. I can't tell you how much that has been invaluable. And I know that for so many dads out there, work-life balance is something that makes being a good dad challenging. So many of us, if you're in the Generation X era, watched our dads work 2 and 3 jobs to make sure that there was something for us to that we had everything that we needed. And the role of dad was that of the provider, and there was an expectation of men to try and be providers, and a man didn't even mind being outside of the home as long as that was being addressed for his family. That's always fallen on the shoulders of men and fathers. And that's a big part of fatherhood. And it's a big stress of fatherhood, making sure that there's enough money to do everything that your family has to do. And so work-life balance is a challenge. And, I relate and understand that everybody isn't fortunate enough to be able to come home and still parent their children, still be head of their household. So men who have that challenge, I relate to you. Please get the book. There are some tools that can help you to balance the stress of working and being in the workplace and trying to come home and keep everything together. Thank you, Dr. Terrellin. I see you in the chat. You just ordered the book. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Please share it with the men in your life. I am humbled that you are checking it out. Dr. Sanul, thank you so much. Yes, if you don't give up, there is always hope. Dr. Stacy, thank you so much. Thanks for getting a copy of the book. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's right. If there are single moms, there are single dads too. Let's see, what else do we have here? Thank you, Shonda, for also sharing with people how to join Team Dad with Dr. Kwame. Also, you can go to the website, teamdadcommunity.com. And on teamdadcommunity.com, you can sign up to be on our email list. and that way you'll get updates straight from my desk. You'll be alerted when a new blog post goes up on the website, drkwame.com. I am really just focused here on trying to strengthen our community, trying to improve our health by strengthening the dad. And so many people have difficulty with relationships. There's relationship drama. We could talk about that for a while. Relationship drama starts so many times from a strained relationship with a father. And there are so many women who struggle with relationships because they struggled with their girl dad. And that girl dad didn't necessarily set the best example for a dad, or they didn't know how to relate, how to come together. There's tools in the book that help a dad to understand the developmental stages in a child so that you can know kind of age appropriately ways to connect with your children. And the workbook takes you through some tools as well. I share some resources for how you can find out more information about that. But fatherhood as a baby is different from fatherhood of an adolescent, which is different from fatherhood of an adult. But all is this is still all fatherhood. And we have to be flexible to change with our children, change the relationship as our children grow older. So we talk about that in the book. Um, yeah, Fallon, thanks for relating to those comments about fasting. Dr. Bobby, thank you for coming on board and checking out the cast. Hey, Dr. Kelly, thank you so much for your encouraging words. I appreciate it. Dr. Jaquel, thank you. Oh, thank you for buying the book. I really appreciate it. It's so good to see you, Dr. Jaquel. And, I know that you've got a great dad in your life. And I know that the way that you celebrate him is the way I hope my children grow up and celebrate me. Right now, I get these nice cards, nice balloons. It was Father's Day this weekend. They were awesome. Uh, I'm very appreciative of that. But when my child grows up and posts a picture of me and them when they were little and says that they look back on childhood favorably because of the experiences that we had, that really is the goal. And Dr. Jaquel, the way that you celebrate your dad certainly inspires me to be a better dad. So thank you for being open in that way and for celebrating him. Dr. Leslie, thank you. You just bought the book. I appreciate it. Charles, my man, thank you. You got your copy. Thank you so much, man. It's so good to see you. I'm looking forward to connecting up with you again really soon, too. I don't know if you watched that decathlon at the Olympic trials the last couple of days, but that brought back some great memories. Travis, wow, you're buying 15 copies for the Tailored Beginning Dads. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, I think that would be a great place for us to start. I'm going to depend on you guys to give me feedback so that we can even edit this and the second edition comes out even better, and that we can continue to work together because there's so much that wisdom that you guys have because you guys are all doing a great job. You're doing a great job, but together we can do an even better job. So yeah, that would be fantastic, Travis. And while, if you're buying the ebook, that's great. But don't forget that there is the paper book that's available on Amazon right now and the accompanying workbook. So if you get the ebook, don't forget to get the workbook to get the whole experience of the Awesome Dad Playbook. Thank you very much. Let's see. What should we talk about? Hey, Dr. Carol, thank you for acknowledging my vulnerability. Yeah, uh, as much as anybody. Let me just tell you guys, Dr. Carol And her mindset mastery program has been truly a godsend. I cannot go any further in this conversation without thanking Dr. Carol for being vulnerable and challenging herself to grow. Dr. Carol is a family physician also, but as a dancer, as a creative person, as someone who has overcome challenges aplenty to get to where she is, because being a physician is not her first career, it's her second or third career after being a professional dancer, after being a professional in other ways, and going to medical school with children, small children. She developed this wonderful program, Mindset Mastery, that's available for physicians with continuing medical education eligibility. So as I work with Dr. Carol in Mindset Mastery, I'm learning and I'm getting credit towards maintaining my credentials. Dr. Carol, thank you so much for digging deep inside of you and producing that program. It's been truly a godsend, and you are a godsend. I wish you all the best in everything that you're doing. Thank you so much for being you and being independently you. Dr. Ellie, thank you so much for those wonderful comments. The TB dads, okay, well, the TB dads is what we call ourselves, fathers here in the Chicago area who have sent children through preschool at Tailored Beginnings. Let me thank all of the staff, the faculty and staff, and first and foremost, Erica and Sonoritas Bracy for the program that they've developed at Tailored Beginnings that had my children reading and doing their numbers up through 20 by the time they were age 5. Uh, when my when my child was 3, Giselle was reading books cover to cover, which was amazing. And, I certainly owe that to Tailored Beginnings for being such a great place to develop and train my children. Um, Dr. Andrea, thank you so much for getting a copy. Dr. Charlotte, how are you? Thank you for coming on board and checking us out. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And again, thank you everyone for supporting me and buying the book. Hey, Dr. Carla, how you doing? Um, where are the lights? Are you saying it's dark here? On Instagram. Okay, well, let's see if we can pull the lights a little closer. The Instagram feed is a little dark. Uh, we'll get that straightened out. Thank you for that. That's probably why Instagram is trailing a little bit behind in terms of viewership. But thank you everybody on Instagram who's still here. Um, Hey, Tim, good to see you, man. I have your book on my coffee table today from when you were in Chicago, and I bought that copy up off of you, bro. So you know what? I know, Tim, you're gonna go on online, use the bit.ly link here below, get yourself an e-copy of the Awesome Dad Playbook, and get a paper copy of the workbook that goes with it. Share it with your brothers. Tim, it's so good to see you, man. I'm honored that you took some time this afternoon to spend with me as I launch this book out. Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate you. Dr. Sin, thank you. Dr. Delicia, thank you for getting a copy of the book. I appreciate you. Brandy, Dr. Brandy, thank you. Thank you for getting a copy of the book. You guys' support is so invaluable to me, and I really, really appreciate you. Let me tell you about the process of being an author, especially about the process of being an author of something as personal as a book about fatherhood. It is really how can I say uh, self what's the right word? It feels like you've been overexposed, quite frankly. You know, like it feels like you decided to go out in the middle of a plaza with no clothes on, and you've made yourself open and vulnerable, and it's kind of a crazy experience to be an author because you open yourself up to all of the criticism, but you also have to go through the process of getting the thoughts out onto the page and believing in yourself and believing in your process. Imposter syndrome creeps in. I've been a practicing physician for over 2 decades. I've been a physician for 20 plus years. And wow, sometimes I questioned, I've been board certified for more than 15 years. And sometimes I questioned my experiences as a physician and that I had something to offer. And this process of being an author is it really forces you to express that. And wow, what a challenge. And I'm so glad that I did it though, because I hope that it encourages others and I hope it makes a difference in the world. Uh, you know, one of the greatest things that we can do is open ourselves up and explore purpose. People go and do certain jobs, and in the United States, we often uh, draw our sense of identity from the work that we do because we spend so much time doing it, right? In the United States, everything is about working hard, developing yourself in a career. The first thing that people want to know when they first meet you is what kind of work do you do? What do you do for a living, right? And that isn't the most important thing. The most important thing is, and I bet some of you think I'm going to say being a parent. It's not. Being a parent is just part of the journey for me because I've been so blessed to have 3 children. But truly, your happiness and your joy and your sense of well-being in life is going to come from actively walking in your purpose, discovering what you divinely were created to do, and then deciding that you're going to open yourself up and do it. And if that's being a business owner, you know, put your whole heart into being a business owner. If you're into being an employee, put your whole heart into that. If you discover that you have a gift of being a hospitable, put your whole self into uh, creating great experiences for people and making people feel like you've thought about them before they ever arrive. And that's purposeful behavior, and it will bring you happiness and joy if that's how you're so oriented and so created. Um, so many people go through life feeling like they don't have a purpose, and you know, we see so many people who are sad, depressed, anxious, worried all the time. um, I promise you that so many of those people either haven't discovered purpose or they find themselves stuck doing something that leaves them spending the majority of their time pursuing pursuits that don't tie into their life purpose. And it feels empty and meaningless to work through life doing something that you know you're not aligned with in terms of who you are and where your values are and what you believe in. So the most important thing is to discover purpose. How do you discover your purpose? That comes from getting in contact with your creator. That comes from not your earthly father, but your heavenly father. That you can get to know your heavenly father on a very personal basis and ask him, what is it that you want me to do? Why did you put me here? I assure you, if you come from that perspective, you'll find purpose. You'll find what brings you happiness and joy. You'll find what's inside of you that's uniquely yours that can be brought to bear for the benefit of others. And you'll do it if you're courageous. You'll do it if you don't mind uh, letting yourself be seen, truly letting yourself be seen, truly being vulnerable. Because discovering who you truly are is going to lead to purposeful activity. Once you know what your purpose is, it's very difficult to do anything other than that until you're realizing that that's being actualized. So if you haven't discovered purpose, if you're struggling with happiness and joy, if you're struggling with anxiety, if you're struggling with depression, uh, dig in, find purpose, and then find uh, the courage to pursue it. The courage to pursue it, because if you don't do it, your life is so short. It's brief. You live this life long enough, you'll realize what a brief opportunity we have to try and make something of it. Someone said that the highest the highest net worth zip code and in the highest net worth zip codes in the world are those that hold cemeteries, because so many people take great ideas to the grave with them for just this reason. They either don't discover their purpose or they don't find the courage to pursue it. And for me, purpose has truly come from looking in the eyes of my children and watching them grow every day, and watching them present me with challenges that make me grow and make me be a better person, a better human being, a better man. Someone who looks at what is the world going to be like when I'm gone, so that it's someplace that my kids can still thrive in, someplace that my kids can still pursue their dreams and goals in. You know, if it's taking care of the environment, if it's just taking care of my own health, if it's taking care of the health of the people in my community. I've been so blessed to have so many opportunities to help and serve others. And, you know, this book is just one of those kinds of experiences where it's an opportunity to help and serve others. So please get the ebook, please share it with others, and please individually don't be afraid to pursue your own purpose. And, you know, one of the biggest surprises of fatherhood is, you know, people always say that the kids are always so demanding, that it takes so much from them to be a parent. It's so challenging. But I would like to present you with the idea that actually stepping up to being a parent, you receive the greatest gift. In learning how to give, you receive the greatest gift. Because if you are living to try and help support others, you will always have, if you've got a connection with your Father, God the Father, you will always have a source that will supply you and fill you up so that you have something to give. And having children, having somebody to give to, someone who depends on me, that truly draws the most out of me and makes me give and fill back up. So, hey, Dr. Sam, thank you for purchasing a copy. I appreciate that. Dr. Ellie, thank you for relating to the comments. Travis, man, keep up the great work that you're doing. I'm very proud of you. I can tell whether you acknowledge it or whether you feel it or not, you're walking in great purpose because you inspire others to be better. So, you know, keep it up, man. Keep it up. Dr. Sanu, thank you for getting a copy of the book. I appreciate it. You know, our time here is coming to an end. The 1 hour sale is almost over. Please, if you haven't gotten the book, this is your generous opportunity to get a copy of the book for the low price of $2.99. Get a copy of the ebook while we're still in this 1 hour window, and then go and get yourself a copy of the Awesome Dad Playbook the workbook as well that will walk you through an exercise of helping you to be a greater dad and give you something to work from and something to grow from as you continue to grow in this experience of fatherhood. Oh wow, my man, your son is getting engaged and children will follow. Yes, that is exciting to me. Thank you, Janine, for your vote of confidence. Dr. Dietrich, thank you so much for your encouragement. Hey guys, it's 1 o'clock. The sale, I think we'll leave it open just for a little bit longer, just because I really want to give people a chance to take advantage of this moment. And please, once you read the book, come back on to the Team Dad Facebook page and leave some comments, because I want other people to know what your experience was like reading the book. And again, it'll help me to make improvements in the book for the second edition and give me material to work on to make the book better, so that the next book that I work on is something that even pushes and advances this further. So please give me feedback in the Team Dad community on Facebook, or join our email list. Go to go to what is it? dadcommunity.com, teamdadcommunity.com. That's where you can get a copy of our affirmations. You get a free copy of some dad affirmations, and join our and join our email list, so that you can get updates on all things that are dad, awesome dad related. You'll find out when the next book comes out. And guys, I just can't say thank you enough for being here, supporting me and supporting this effort. And I hope that you get a lot from the book. Download it right now. Use this opportunity to get it for the low price of $2.99 and get a copy of the workbook. Give it to the men in your life who you love and care about. This has been a great Father's Day for me. I got some cool balloons. I got some cool cards. Let it be a great Father's Day for you. If you're a dad and for some reason that's a challenge, if you want to be a better dad and you're already a good dad, I encourage you to keep up the good work. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, I'll stay here and answer the questions as long as you want to be here. But for everyone else, I just want to thank you for being here. Thanks to my mom for giving birth to me. It wouldn't be a celebration without thanking my mom. She's saved the best for last. Thanks all of you for being here. Questions or comments, please send them to me. Hey, Dr. Lindy, I'm looking forward to catching up with you. Thanks so much for being here and supporting. I really appreciate it. Hey, Shonda, could you please check and make sure that the Instagram is still going? Again, I'm still available in the chat, but we're winding down. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the chat. Otherwise, I will see you in future live streams. And as you read the book, please come back to the Facebook page and give me feedback. Dr. Keena, thank you so much. I appreciate you for buying the book. Hey guys, it's been great. It's been wonderful spending this time with you. Thank you for making me a best-selling author. Thank you for giving me encouragement to share this experience of being a dad with you. Thank you for supporting the development and growth of a fatherhood community. Let's keep moving this. Let's keep moving this issue forward, and we need all the support of the community that we can get. Awesome Dad Playbook. Please get your copy. I appreciate you.